Here I'm going to show you how to express one amount as a percentage of another amount, which is something you're going to need to know for your level 2 functional skills exam in maths. And the method itself is actually a lot easier than you might think. So hopefully by the end of the session you're going to be able to answer this exam question that is on the screen now. Now this has been taken from an NCFE mock exam, but let's dive in and have a look at the method. Okay, so with this first question we've got what percentage is £180 out of £450. Now the words out of, very important here, because if you're comfortable with turning a fraction into a decimal and then into a percentage, you can just apply that exact same method here. What we're going to do is we're going to turn this question into a fraction to start off with. So let's have a little look. 180 out of 450 as our fraction. And we're just going to follow that method there of turning a fraction into a percentage. So 180 divided by 450 would turn it into a decimal, times that by 100, and that will give you the answer to this particular question. So let me get the calculator up and we'll have a little go at this question. So 180 divided by 450 equals 0.4, times that by 100, and that gives us £40. So 40%. So £180 is 40% of £450. It's as easy as that. So I always say that the little line within a fraction, that's just a divide, basically. So if we wanted to work out the value of a fraction, that line throughout the fraction is just a divide. So 180 divided by 450. It's like 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. So half is the same as 0.5. So let's have a look at this one. Calculate what percentage 36 kilometers is out of 120. So don't get strung up on the unit of measure. Just focus on the numbers. Don't worry of the fact it's kilometers. That's kind of irrelevant. We just need to be looking at the figures. So 36 divided by 120 and then times that by 100, and that will give us our answer. So again, let's pop that on the calculator there. 36 divided by 120 equals 0.3, times that by 100 gives us an answer of 30%. And that's it. So just as a summary, put your two numbers into a fraction, so something out of something, and then you can just follow the fractions to percentages method. So top number divided by your bottom, and then times it by 100, and that will give you your percentage. So with that in mind, let's have a look at some practice questions now. You can have a go at all of these yourself, so do pause your video and then carry on playing the video to see the answers. Okay, so the first one, we've got 29 as a percentage of 50, so 29 out of 50 times it by 100. So 29 divided by 50 times it by 100 equals 58%. Okay, so for this next one, we've got 6 divided by 8, so 6 out of 8 times it by 100, and that will give you 75% as an answer to that one. Okay, so we've got this contextualized question for the next one. Jess is saving for her holidays and she wants to save £1,200. So far she's saved £820. What percentage is this of her planned savings? Give your answer at 2 decimal places. So we need to do a bit of rounding. So we'll start off with 820 divided by 1200 and then times it by 100. So £820 divided by 1200 times it by 100 gives us an answer of 68.33333. So 68.3 recurring. We're just going to round it to 2 decimal places, which will be 68.33%. So the reason why we're staying at 68.33, if you're not sure of rounding, it's dependent on that third decimal place. So because we want to show 2, we need to look at what that third decimal place is. If it's less than 5, then we just round down, which when we say round down, it just means get rid of all the other decimal places and keep that second decimal place as it is, so that would stay as a 3. If that was 5 or more, we would get rid of all the others and then round that second decimal place up. So we would change it to a 4. Let me know in the comments, did you get all of these questions right? And how are you finding the method so far? So we've got another couple of practice questions here. Sarah's paid off £1,980 of a loan that's worth £3,600. What percentage of the loan has she paid off? So far she's paid off 1980 out of a total of 3,600. So we'll pop that in the calculator. 1980 divided by 3600. Then we're going to times that by 100. So times that by 100, and that gives us 55%. Okay, we then got this final question. A gym had a target of having 125 members this month. It only reached 115 members. What percentage is this of their target? So we're looking at 115 out of 125, and then we're going to times that by 100, like so. So all we're doing is just having that fraction, put it in a fraction, and then turning it into a percentage. And times that by 100, it gives us 92%. So we're going to have a look at this exam question next then. Hopefully you've been through all the method, you've understood it, you're quite happy. Let's dive in. Lottie plays basketball. She does some shooting practice and she takes 75 shots. 33 of those go in the basket. What percentage of her shots go in the basket? So pause the video, have a little go, and I shall go over the working out and the answer for this question next. Okay, so we've got a total of 33 out of 75 shots go in the basket. Times that by 100 to turn that into a percentage. So 33 divided by 75 times it by 100 equals 44% of the shots going in the basket. So that's it for this lesson. Do click on the screen now for the next lesson, and also let me know in the comments how you found this method. Thanks, see you on the next one.